Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a very brief video about this. The character development, well, you see, I think there's a huge lack of it. Wasted potential. You see Jake, the relationship between Jake and Lexi, I think that's a missed opportunity. They could have had something going on. Jake could have been bi. That would have been great, because how dramatic would it be for the Jake, to get into a sudden romance with Lexi. I mean, Lexi hated his guts. Remember that. They hated each other's guts. Lexi was the one that started the bullying because of her previous boyfriend, Junior. And then it just would have been such good drama, the fact that, like Lexi suddenly starts to have a thing for Jake, and then Jake's like bi-curious and goes after Lexi. That would have been perfect. What a waste of character development. It's just like whenever I see them together, it just makes me wonder. I'm just like, unless they throw a curveball at us. I just think that would have been a better choice. And so maybe get the Jake's boyfriend. I don't know. It's just such a straight line. Like, make things interesting. Maybe Jake likes boys and girls. It doesn't have to be so black and white. Because it's just not interesting. You see them both here on screen together. The characters are great. I think they're great. But what a missed opportunity for character development. If you're gonna put some romance, don't just force it. Like, oh, these two guys, they like each other. But kind of like Vampire Diaries or Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai had great turns and switches. It was very interesting. But Vampire Diaries did it the best. You never knew who was going to get with who, right? I don't care what their sexual orientation is. All I'm saying is, if I'm making a show, I might as well make them, be interesting. It seems like the whole build-up with Lexi against Jake, it had to have led somewhere. And that's what made it interesting. Imagine someone, hates your guts. This girl just keeps bullying you. She makes fun of you. Everyone had these at high school or junior high or somewhere in their college classes. There's always that one person, right? But then all of a sudden, through some time, trials and tribulations, as they overcome certain obstacles together, suddenly they, you see that person starts to change. She starts to have feelings for you. I myself was involved in this situation. Some girl just hated my guts. I wasn't her type at all. And, not that there were race in there, but I'm black and Puerto Rican. And I've always assumed that I just wasn't her type anyways, but she would tease me and stuff like that. And at some point, it seemed like she was starting to like me, and then that's just real life, and that was interesting. It's just very interesting. It's we people in real life, we go through character development. We develop our character, right? So it's just a shocker, and it makes things so much more fun. It's just a little detail, yes, but she's practically bullying the guy and everything. It just makes you assume oh my gosh, maybe one of these days they're gonna make out or something like that. Because if you think about it, seeing Lexi just try out these random ass guys, it's not interesting at all. It's stupid, and it's such a waste of my eyesight to just watch her just hook up or just try to get a connection with these random ass guys that no one gives a fuck about. Let's just be honest. Who cares if she's making out with this random person? I remember in the episode Hail Mary, was it? I think it was the episode before that or so, when they were all getting back together before she goes to Catholic school. She was at a party and she was with some random ass fucking guy dressed up as some goofy ass vampire, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who is this clown? It's just, what a waste. Like, you're not interested, we're not invested in whoever she's trying to like have a relationship with. It just doesn't make sense. You know, Lexi should have something going on with Jake. You know, if that were to mean Jake should be bi, so be it, right? You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, his character, his boyfriend Devin is a great character, nice. Let them go through some trials and tribulations. It doesn't always have to be, again, a straight line. So that's all I wanted to just pretty much talk about, because there's so much potential in this. It's great. They could use that, you know, use that with Lexi's character and Jake's character. Jake is a very good looking character, by the way. I'm just saying. And then like, I've always just, when I started the show, I was like, wow, this guy's like, you know, he's gonna score that girl. She's bullying him, but she's pretty cute. He's gonna eventually like score her. And I was really, really wrong, but I was rooting for Jake. Like, oh, okay, well, he likes guys, that's fine. Maybe he's bi-curious. You know, I just wanted to mention that. It's a missed opportunity. You know, they're great characters, and I love the character dynamic between the two. And it just always makes me like wonder, it's like, it just sucks. It's such a disappointment, because in the back of my mind, I just know it's never gonna go anywhere. It's never gonna go anywhere. You know, it's just like, even if they're having some tension between the two, like, where is it gonna lead? Are they gonna get some alone time? Is Jake gonna realize, hey, you know, I like girls too, or something like that? And then Lexi will just be the number one, because they went through so much trauma together. So it would just make sense, you know, for them to get together as a couple, or kiss or something. You know, Lexi could be Jake's first kiss. You know, it just seems strange how the character just left out. Like, that's it. Only one of them, only Jake and Devin have a romance between each other. It makes no sense. And then Lexi's just left with these random ass side quest characters. Like, give me a break. And then who's this girl with the curly hair? Like, what, are they gonna make Lexi like fall in love with her or something like that? She seems like she'll be more of Devin's type. You know, the girl with the glasses and curly hair. That would be interesting. Hey, why not add twists and turns like that? So that's just my opinion, but I hope they do something with that. I'm saying it because I'm very invested in these characters. I didn't like Lexi's character in the beginning, but that's what makes it good. That's the whole point, is to make audiences feel that way. When an audience feels that way towards a character, they're doing something right. You know, it's investment. It's like, hey, I didn't like this character. Now I'm starting to like this character. They are great actors. They are very good actors. Especially the one that plays Lexi. Oh, and Jake. Incredible. But then you just stop making Jake like so emotional, you know. I don't care if, you know, if he has a boyfriend. You know, okay, like, it's good to show emotion, but it doesn't mean, like, not every gay guy isn't super emotional, okay? You know, I mean, Jake isn't girly or anything, but I know I want him to win. I want those, like, hell yeah, score moments, you know? I mean, I'm heterosexual, and I'm just gonna be honest, I really wanted him to score with Lexi. Like, honestly, like, when Junior died, I was like, alright, man, this is your time, man. Like, you got this. Something like that. Like, come on. Like, Jake is Junior's cousin. Like, let him take on the mantle. You know, the knight in shiny armor. I expected Junior to, like, last a little longer, but, I mean, I guess not. So, there you go. It just would make so much more sense. You know, Jake, maybe later on the line, he'll be like, you know what, I tried this whole thing, having a boyfriend, it's just not really for me. I'm starting to have feelings for Lexi. You know, I think, and then he gets with Lexi. It just makes so much more sense. And I mean, look at them. They are so adorable together, aren't they? They are. Especially that one scene when Lexi was telling Jake, you know, that he's selfish for forgetting about his family, and he was like, "What family?" And she's like, "The me and Devin." And there's just so much room and potential. Like, they went through so much hell together. Like, he has to score her. Like, it has to happen. We need a love triangle, man. Like, she's stuck up for him. She had his back. Look at that. It's just amazing. Look at that hug. It's passionate. It's love. There's just, I'm rooting for this. Like, we have to fight for this couple to just happen. We need this. We need Jake to be bi, okay? No, but I just really want this couple to happen. It's just very, very nice. It's so cute. And, I hope you guys agree. I think, because I believe that they've done a really good job of just like building it up to this point, like the build up. And so why not? Why not have them, be together? Maybe he gets into a fight with Devin, but he always has Lexi by his side. The character doesn't have to be one-sided with the romance, Make it interesting. I've said it before. But anyways, I'm gonna go, and take care, like and subscribe. I'll try to make videos that are less cringy. So yeah, thanks.